welcome back to my channel. I am Fali Solomon and today I'm going to create another exciting look that's going to be super easy to create and super easy to follow at the same time. It's going to be super glamorous. So let's get going. So as you can see, I've already created this side and I will show you how to create this makeup on this side. So the first product that I'm going to use is MAC eye pencil. This is in the shade black, and that's all I'm going to do on this side. I'm going to create a wing with the pencil. Just going to create on the outer corner and pulling it upwards towards the tip of my eyebrow, and now slightly darkening the wing a little bit. Then I'm going to use a small brush. This is like a dome shaped brush. If you can see, it's quite tiny, but it's really good to blend like this small details. It's really good to work with, especially you need to blend, tiny little edges. So all I'm going to do is just blend this wing and just pushing it a little bit towards the inside this way. And then for the eye palette, I'm using Too Faced Chocolate Gold. This is the eye palette that I'm using today. And I'm going to go with this brown shade in the palette, this one. I'm going to pick another small brush and simply pick this shade from the palette, this, and go over this wing that I just created. While applying the shade, I'm simply dabbing the shade on this wing that I first created with my pencil. And then at the same time, I'm going to just blend the edges off. You can see. Adding a little bit more of the shade. Then I'm going to pick money bags from this palette, this one. This again goes here on the wing that I created. While dabbing it, I'm also going to blend it. Basically blending the edges. I'm going to use a bigger brush just to blend the edges and pull it out a little bit. like this, basically softening it. Also working on the edges. And then picking this shade from the palette. This is Holla of a Dollar, this one. And all I'm going to do is simply dab it over here on this green shade that I used before. And I'm simply going to intensify this now a little bit by adding this shade. Then I'm going to blend the edges slightly. And finally going with this shade from the palette. This is a black shade, and all I'm going to do is simply dab this shade again here. And that's it. And then I'm going to slightly deepen the crease line, and all I'm going to do is simply use this shade from the palette. Starting from here, I don't want to put a lot of shade on the crease line. I'm simply going to lightly enhance my crease line by just softly adding this shade over the crease line. Blend it all really well. And next I'm going to use this shade. This is Rolling in Dough. This one. This goes just on the eyelid. Just here where there is space between the wing and the crease line. Keep it nice and neat. And then I'm going to wet a flat brush and pick Chocolate Gold from this palette, this one. Go here. In the empty space. You're just going light as you go higher. The shade is darker here, and as you go ahead towards the tip of the wing, just try to apply it more soft and not too much, like this. I'm going to add this brown shade from this palette. I'm using an angled brush. What I'm going to do is simply go from here with the shade and keep it nice and neat. Just draw a line going up here towards the crease line. That's it. So you're done with this part. Moving to the lower lash line, I'm going to use again the MAC eye pencil, this one, and this goes on the lower lash line. I am simply going to fill the waterline, and then I'm also going to apply some on the lash line and just smoke it out. Remember to always pick an eye pencil that is easy to blend and work with. And then just using a flat brush, blend the edges really well. Use a little bit of concealer just to shape and so that it looks nice and neat. And then going with this green shade again, this one. So this goes on the lower lash line again, and I'm just going to use this shade with light hands and just lightly pat and place it on the lower lash line, just like that. And then moving on to this shade, I'm simply going to pat this shade on the lower lash line, just like that. And there you go. So moving on to the face, I'm using Pixie on the Glow bronzer. This is a cream based bronzer. It looks like this. And little bit on the hollows of my cheeks and a little bit over my cheeks here, like this. Here. On the bridge of my nose, jawline. Forehead. I also like the Dior liquid highlighter, which is in bronze, and that's an amazing one too. But today I think for this look, just felt like going with this. Yep. And then blend it well. And then pushing the product into the hairline so that it looks one even skin, which is really very important for me. In fact, the best way is to do this to achieve that really bronzy and glowy face. I like products that really blend well. Like this product is so good. This blends really well actually. You see? And then using Physicians Formula, I'm going to use this palette. All I'm going to do is simply use the powder from this palette, this one. Just go under my eyes, the corner of my nose, under my cheeks, chin, some more of this, under my eye, corner of my nose, and under my cheeks, my chin, center of my forehead, a little bit on my nose. This gives me a nice and clean face. Then for the blush, I'm just going to use this blush that is in the palette. I'm going to go really soft with it. There you go. Just to add some color to my cheeks after the bronzer. Hey my loves, this is the final look. I hope you guys like this look. As you can see, I've applied my false eyelashes, and for the mascara I have used Burberry Ultimate Lift, and then for the lips I have used Burberry 97 Matte Ox Blood. This is an amazing shade and I simply love this shade. I think that this just complements the complete look. Look at that. Like this and gold goes really well. Hope you like this look. I will see you in the next video with another exciting look that's going to be super glamorous, and at the same time it's going to be super easy to create and to follow. I'll see you soon. Ciao. Take care. Bye.